Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Thatbloke and I'm here with my mate Matt, who likes to be called Magpie now. And we're here to review Darksouls Prepare to Die edition on the PC. Firstly, I was having absolutely massive problems syncing up a Windows Live with Xbox Live gamer tag or some bullshit. I don't use an Xbox Live fucking gamer tag. I don't use it, but apparently I needed one and it was having none of it. I'll show you a little clip now. I'm fucking recording it. I am recording it right now. This is bollocks. Sign in. Whoops daisy. Okay, join. I don't want to pay, but I fucking need an account. Otherwise I can't play my game. Uh-oh. Alright, support. Contact us. I'm having a problem with the game.
Games
on the PC. Connecting to ridiculous Xbox Live. Chat with an ambassador. Uh-oh. Well, that's fucking great. Try contact us. Games. Can connect into Xbox Bastard Live. Yeah, good. Call support. And I'm not phoning you. Not on that. You can get bent.
Why is it?
It's a fucking number that'll cost me through the eyes.
Fucking typical, isn't it, with Microsoft?
I'm not going on a forum. It'll take days to play my game. You can knob off.
I'll do the forum man for you.
This is a fucking joke. So there you go. Garbage. So let's talk about the game. What do you think, Matt, on the game? Let's talk about graphics.
For what it is, graphics are actually quite good.
Speak up a bit, mate. Can't really hear you.
Can't really complain about the graphics. They're nice enough. I mean, they're not full HD graphics, but I can see what's going on, and
Yeah,
it doesn't look terrible.
Yeah, I think so. Quite tidy graphics. Quite nice. What about character progression? I think storyline. There is no character progression storyline.
Well, character progression, story-wise, as in personal lore, I think you've really got to look for it. Sort of go out of the way, find every bit of parchment, leaflet that's going, because it doesn't really give you much direction to start with.
No, it doesn't at all. So yeah, when you create your character, you pick your gender, you pick all the ones you can see there on your screen now. Deprived there at the bottom means you start with like really minimal stats across the board, and you can adjust them yourself, but you start with like no equipment at all. I think it's to try and make it harder for yourself. You get to pick a couple of other bits of garbage as well, but ultimately it means nothing. As far as your character progression goes, you level up by every kill that you make. You get so many souls off him, and with so many souls you can level up your base stats, and that's your character progression there. Your equipment, you can trade it in and out as you find it. When I find a new helmet, I can swap it out, and it makes an actual appearance change. So there's that.
You can't really complain about character customization.
No, you can't. You can't complain about the graphics. You can't really complain about the customization or the progression. Really, it's pretty bog standard. Bog standard stuff. What about the difficulty of the game?
The single player, I was shouting and yelling at the computer screen.
Yeah, it's pretty damn hard. It is pretty hard, and when the first time you come across, say, the first boss in the game, you shit yourself. You end up dying quite a few times, and it's hard stuff, man. Hard stuff.
Well, basically, all it takes to do, if you roll the wrong way, you're dead.
Yep.
If you block at an inappropriate time, you're dead.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you were buying this game for a challenge, you've got it, man. This is a really hard game.
It's very, very unforgiving.
Yeah, I'd say it's unforgiving. It gives you a little bit of leniency. Like if you die, you can make it back. You can reclaim all the souls that you've lost because you lose all of them. But if you die again on the way there, your original one's gone, and you can reclaim the second one.
It just resets the souls.
Yeah, so you lose all.
As earlier, I think I lost 8,000 souls while I was playing it.
I lost about 13,000.
I think I died and had to pick up the 10 souls that I lost, that I'd really just lost.
Yeah. So, what about playing it with mouse and keyboard?
No, don't do
No,
it. Just get an
garbage.
Xbox controller. Camera angle's terrible. I don't even know how. I can't even
They're
remember how
not
to.
even intuitive. You've got WASD to move around. That's fine. Then you've got your mouse, but the clicks don't do anything. So all you do is look around with your mouse. And then you've got H and U as your like right hand attacks, and then
I
it's
see,
all over the
my
place.
clicks actually did something. Mine clicks did left and right attack, but I couldn't do a heavy attack, and
Yeah, it's all over the place. The buttons are all over the place. Not very intuitive at all. So
the
you
camera
need, you
angle
have to
was
have, you absolutely must have an Xbox controller.
just for the camera angle alone.
Yeah, just for the camera angle alone, really. But the rest of the buttons, yeah. So I plugged my controller in and I was trying to go through the key bindings. I was like, there's no fucking buttons. I can't keybind the goddamn controller. It's not working. This is fucking annoying. But
Yeah, and
no.
I went every key on my keyboard, and I think it was fucking Shift F2+1 or something
Yeah,
stupid like
I
that, just to
don't
bring
know.
up the start menu.
But if you plug the controller in and just start a new game, that's it. It's like sub-written or sub-coded or something. It just works fine. It's all good. Even tells you what the buttons are in the control on the controller, like left trigger, right trigger kind of thing. So what's good about the game?
It's difficult.
Yeah,
Combat can be quite fun.
yeah,
Good character customization.
yeah.
Not bad graphics. So, a good single player experience all in all.
It's really interesting you said that. See, me and you bought this for a multiplayer experience with everyone saying that you can summon each other in to each other's world. So if I put down this little soapstone or whatever it's called, white soapstone, then you can summon me to your world, so we can play cooperatively. This is the reason we bought this game, right? So let's talk about the multiplayer.
Um,
Yeah, exactly. All right, let me
I'm
be a
trying
little
to
bit
think
more
of something
specific.
nice to say about it. Give me.
Right, let me be a bit more specific because we've talked about the good of this game, and that pretty much covers all the single-player aspects. The unfortunate thing about this game is that you have to play it online. If you've got it on Steam, you have to be connected to play, and if not, you have to sign into your Windows Live, and your Windows Live has to be to your Xbox, even if you don't own an Xbox and you never had a gamer tag.
I'll save you the rant now. Okay. Sam does not like the setup.
No, I despise it. So we went on and we had to get through to the second boss in order to summon each other into each other's worlds. So let's talk about summoning each other. Let's go for that. Why not?
Well, to start with, you need something called humanity,
Yeah.
and I think you find about 5 batches of that at the beginning, and then it's pretty much non-existent through, I think, the several hours we played after that.
Yeah, we played about what 6-7 hours, maybe a bit more. Non-existent. In fact, we started about 10, and it's like 5 o'clock in the morning now.
The co-op can't be started until after the second boss,
Yeah.
the Minotaur. We have to kill him, who's fucking hard on his own as he is.
Yeah.
Excuse my language. Oh.
Yeah, it's just a nightmare. So you have to, because you're like a zombie at the beginning, and you end up getting these little gem things called humanity, and when you go to a fireplace, which is like a checkpoint or a save point or whatever, you can swap your humanity out to turn yourself back into a human, which gives you absolutely no benefit whatsoever other than you can summon in a friend. And that it's not good. It's not good. The multiplayer aspect is just horrendous. It's really counterintuitive. I know that this game is trying to be difficult, but this has gone beyond difficult and turned into wrong. It doesn't make sense. It's really counterintuitive. So there we were, and I managed to summon. In fact, it was Matt there who summoned me into his world, and I thought, oh, we're finally here. For some reason, I was a spectre. I was like a ghost. I was like, whatever, okay. I'm not really gonna cry about it, but whatever. And we started making our way so far, and we killed loads of fucking enemies, we killed loads of mini bosses, we got so far, and then I ended up dying. That immediately ejected me out of the multiplayer. And then because I was dead, Matt got ganked on, and he died. So he got sent all the way back, and because we were dead, all the enemies reappeared. Which is irritating, but whatever. And because he died, he lost his humanity and he was zombie again, which means he needed to use another humanity to summon me. And something I figured out is because I died and was helping him, it's like pressing pause in my own world and helping him. Which means all the progression that we'd made was only progress for him and not for me.
Yeah.
So it's like doubling my work.
I think what I was trying to say is basically the way it works is you still get your souls for killing stuff if you're helping another player around their world, but you can't pick up equipment.
Yeah.
You can't go through certain areas to get to the next. I think it was the bonfire, which were the checkpoints.
Yeah, it was blocked off.
Can't do that. And if you assist on a boss, you are immediately ejected out of his world after you kill him.
Yeah, which is it's just arse. The whole multiplayer aspect feels ramrodded. Feels really like it's just shoved it in there at the last possible moment.
But that's not the worst part about the multiplayer.
No, the absolute worst part, the worst thing about it's so awful, is PvP. Now, in any game, but putting out of the fact that this game isn't PvP orientated, it's not. You can lock onto people and you can hold the block button down. It's not designed to be PvP, but whatever, some people like PvP. Let them have PvP. Fine. Then why is it ramrodded in there? Matt, would you like to explain how it is ramrodded down your throat like a fucking prison rapist?
The way PvP works in Dark Souls, effectively any player can invade your world at any point in time as long as he has a specific red stone. And that can be any player who I believe it's 17 levels difference between us. I think anyone who is at 17 levels difference, so there can be 17 levels higher or 17 levels lower, which is actually quite a lot on the stat line.
Significant.
And they can turn up at any point in time and they can attack you, kill you, do whatever they want, basically to make your life even harder than the very challenging game is already providing.
Yep. And the enemies don't attack them, they only attack you, which means there's not really any escape. Which means you have to fight them, and when they kill you, because they'll be levels higher than you.
And they'll be wielding a great big flaming axe. I think that was the guy that attacked us, wasn't it?
No, he had full-on electric. Oh, that guy, yeah, he was just ridiculous. We climbed up a ladder, and he was standing there, and he just went bang with fire, and we both died. That was it. So it was like, oh, thanks for that. Now we need to go all the way through and fight all the enemies all over again. And we've lost all our fucking souls.
You were penalised.
There's no way of preventing it. You can't stop them from doing it. People just go, I know, I'm just going to be a giant dick face today and enter someone's game and just ruin it.
Oh no, there is a way to stop them, but you have to get a certain item which costs, I think, something like 50,000 souls or something stupid like that, and then you can ban that one person from your game.
Oh, that's good to know. What a complete waste of time.
So now it's only the other 27,000 gamers that play the game that might be doing this.
So the co-op is counterintuitive. It's complete burden to whoever gets summoned, and the fucking PvP is ridiculous.
Well, the PvP for me is a game breaker.
We bought this game so that we both could both play a cooperative game that's really hard and just enjoy it and work together as a team, but we can't because only one of us progress, and then since only one of us progress, it means that there's no point.
Progress, someone turned up and killed us anyway.
Yeah, and then anyone can just enter your game at any point in time and just fucking ruin your whole day. Which means that PvP is ramrodded down your face, you get fucked over by the computer, you get fucked over by other players, and the only people who can help you won't because there's no point. Because if I join your world, I'm fucking myself over. Which means I want other people to join my world who, of course, don't want to join it because they're fucking themselves over. The whole game is just pointless.
So to sum it all up, I think if you're looking for a decent single-player game, then it might be worth looking at, providing you can figure out a way of playing it offline. Because I think when we tried that, it wouldn't let us save.
No, it wouldn't. You're not allowed to save if you play it offline. So that's
Bearing in
fucking
mind
joke.
this game is so unbelievably hard, you would be crazy to try and do it without saving.
So to summarise, Dark Souls, the Prepare to Die edition for the PC, is a fantastic single-player experience. You can't play single-player, and the multiplayer is completely ramrodded like a prison rape, and it just makes the whole game complete garbage. So I played it for a co-op game, and it's shit for a co-op game. And if I wanted to play it single-player, there's going to be other people fucking me. So what do I do there? How am I supposed to rate this game? How would you rate this game out of 10, really? If you take into account the fact that it's a wonderful single-player game that prison rapes you with all of the online aspects and refuses to let you play it offline.
I would give it a 3.
I'm thinking that's exactly the number I was thinking was 3.
Because
exactly the number.
If it was just a single player game, I would give it a much higher rating.
Oh, I'd probably give it an 8.
But the fact that I cannot physically play my single player game without someone turning up halfway through just to ruin my day.
Yep. Without someone just ruining your day, without co-op being counterintuitive and a complete hindrance, without... Fucking hell, let me think, what else is there? Oh, the Windows Live and the Xbox Live sync-up gamertag crap, which...
Actually, to be fair with that, I'm going to change my vote to -2. That
with
was
the fact
such
that
a
if you're
hard
not
setup.
online,
I've never had so much trouble setting up a game before in my life.
if you're not online, you can't save. What the hell nonsense is that? And it doesn't work if you don't have a controller, because the controls are too counterintuitive. And if you keybind it, I mean, even if you try and keybind it, you just look at your keyboard and go, I don't know what button to key that to. So I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10.
I think that's being generous, but yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I'm being too hard because the single player is really great, but then
There is no single player. That's the problem.
That's the problem. So there we go.
It's like playing Battlefield online and going, "There's a single player game. Where's the online?"
No, it's like having. It's like having that exact thing, like what you just said there, Battlefield online, and you go join game, and you enter, and nobody plays it but you.
Yeah, I agree with it.
That's it. So there we go. I'm gonna rate this game 3 out of 10. So thank you very much for watching. I have been Thatbloke Zed and Matt as well.